I'm here for Tales of Halloween. Here. Can you see this?
Yes, yes.
Can you see it? Oh, it's out of focus. Oh, it's in focus. Oh, it's out. It's in. It's out. It's in. Very scary movie and very funny movie. And we're opening up the film festival tomorrow night at Woodfield.
Oh, okay. Good.
And at 7:30, Tales of Halloween. It's a anthology film, a horror film, and it's funny and horrible and horror and makes you laugh, makes you cry, makes you scared, makes you pee your pants and everything.
All right. So how did you get involved with the project?
Darren Bousman, who was the guy, he did one of the films in it. I star in his short film. I had done The Devil's Carnival for him, which is a movie that's coming out this month also. And I did another movie for him that's coming out later on. This is called, what's it called? Oh, Sleigh Bells. So I've done 3 movies for this guy, and I think he's very talented. He was the director of 3 of the Saw movies, and he did a whole bunch of really interesting stuff. I like working with interesting, weird, wonderful, wacky people.
Well, you've done all your whole career.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know. Well, I do. I'll do a Hallmark movie like I had on Sunday night, which is sort of like I consider my day job. I do Hallmark movies. I do episodes of series, and then I'll go do these oddball things. I have another movie coming out called Helen, Keller versus Nightwolves. Which was sort of a sequel to FDR American Badass that I did 2 years ago. And these guys, I like, Ross Patterson is his name. I like working with these filmmakers. They take risks. They do something new and different. And, it's you can do just so many cougar towns in your life.
Only Rocky Horrors.
And Rocky Horrors, right? But these things, I find that later on in my career, I'm closer to my Rocky Horror experience. Yeah.
And after Rocky Horror, you got Tony for Grease, if I remember right.
Well, I was nominated for Grease. Grease was actually before Rocky Horror.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah, I created the part of Danny Zuko in Grease in 1972, and then Rocky Horror was 1974. And then I got a Tony 2 years later for a show called The Robber Bridegroom on Broadway.
All right.
And in between other shows and other nominations, and so it was. I had my decade or so in New York, and then I sort of transitioned out to California and movies and television, which I'm quite happy to be doing.
And what do you think you'll be doing next 5-10 years from now?
What's that?
What do you think you'll be doing in the next 5-10 years from now?
Probably the same thing I'm doing now, hopefully, and maybe more of these interesting. I work with young filmmakers just out of college and stuff. I'll do web series, like I'm doing a web series this weekend called Inside the Extra Studio. And I sort of like an inside the actor's studio.
Yes.
I talk to, well, it's all made up, but I talk to famous extras.
Oh, okay.
They're all just sort of sarcastic kind of send-up parodies, and that I love to do. I like to mine my sense of humor, because you don't get a lot of chances to do that in Hallmark movies and Lifetime movies and things like that.
What about directing?
No, I'm no interested at all.
You want to be in front of the camera and...
well, just in front of the camera and at home with a beer,
All right.
Why would I want to go... No, directing's an awful lot of work, and you really have to have a vision of the whole, and I've spent my whole life sort of narrowing down the vision of the one little character that I'm playing and making that as interesting and as full and textured as possible. And I don't know if I could do that for a whole movie where, all the different bits and pieces. Too many decisions to be made as a director. What somebody was saying, you have to make at least 350 decisions a day about everything, from the color of that chair to this to that to performances to script issues, and then you have to spend 6 months or so of your life after that trying to make it all work. I've got friends who are directors, and I don't envy them. I respect them, but I don't envy the amount of the years sometimes they have to put into projects to make them work. No, not for me.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate talking to you. And you have a good day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.